2006 Sports and Entertainment. I am very pleased as mayor of the city of Buffalo to say this weekend Buffalo will continue its tradition of hosting large sporting events that draw large crowds to the Key Bank Center to watch great sporting events. It's my pleasure as mayor with my colleagues in government to welcome Dana White, the president of the UFC, to the city of Buffalo. You can clap for that. We certainly also want to welcome all of the UFC athletes to Buffalo for what we know is going to be a great weekend in our city. And I want to thank my colleagues in government, recognize them, State Senator Tim Kennedy, who worked in Albany to pass the legislation to allow the UFC to be able to operate in the state of New York, and Councilmember Joel Ferraletto, the Delaware District Council member that is very supportive of the UFC. I also see staff members from Assembly Member Crystal People-Stokes who couldn't join us. I want to recognize them as well. Let's give these great elected officials a round of applause. And certainly also want to recognize that we're joined by Don Hines, Gula Sports and Entertainment, and Visit Buffalo Niagara President and CEO Patrick Taylor. Now, the last time the UFC was here in our city, Buffalo since then has undergone a tremendous transformation. There are new hotels, there are new shops, there are new restaurants. So for all of the visitors that come in to the city of Buffalo, in addition to attending this great sporting event, we want you to get out and around all the great establishments that there are in the city of Buffalo. Since 2012, now well over $6 billion of economic development activity and projects that have moved forward in our city. And we are very pleased to show off all of the progress to the UFC fans that come into the city of Buffalo. Now, certainly Buffalo is no stranger to hosting large sporting events, as evidenced by the New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament that has been held here, the NHL Draft, the International Hockey League Federation Women's Under-18 World Championship, and just a few weeks ago, the NCAA tournament. So I am proud of the work that our city has done. We are known as the city of good neighbors, and we are proud to welcome visitors from near and far into the city of Buffalo. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the president of the UFC, Dana White.
Thank you very much. Obviously, too, Buffalo's a lot different since the last time the UFC was here. Well, the UFC is a lot different since the last time we were here in Buffalo. You know how hard and long we fought to get into New York, and I always promised that once we got into the state of New York, the economic impact would be tremendous. Obviously, everybody knows how Madison Square Garden went. We broke the record there. Think of all the big events that have been at MSG. We hold the record there now with $18 million gate. I think the closest thing to us was $11 million with Holyfield. We sold out Brooklyn, and now here we are in Buffalo. And Buffalo has always been known to be an amazing sports town. Well, we're sold out on Saturday night, so thank you to everybody in the Buffalo area. Not only are we sold out, but Joe Rogan's here doing 2 shows, and both his shows are sold out too. It's been a long time coming. I've never been to Buffalo. This is my first time. I'm excited. I went out and had some chicken wings last night, and I'm figuring out where I'm going to go tonight and eat, and I'm looking very forward to the event on Saturday. I want to thank all the gentlemen here that are standing up here with me, that are involved in the government here for all their hard work in bringing the UFC to Buffalo and the state of New York. And thank you, the fans. I appreciate it. I'll see you at the weigh-in.
So next we're going to hear from State Senator Tim Kennedy, Councilmember Joel Ferraletto, and Patrick Kaler, the President and CEO of Visit Buffalo Niagara.
How's everybody doing today? Isn't it great? Isn't it great to see Dana White here in Buffalo? Isn't it great to see the UFC here in Buffalo? How about having mixed martial arts legal in the state of New York? Isn't that exceptional? But look, we fought long and hard for this. Unfortunately, New York State was the last state in the entire nation to legalize this sport. But finally, we got it over the finish line. I was a proud sponsor of the legislation that allowed this sort of economic activity to come forward, not just here in Buffalo, but all across the state. Think about this. Tens of thousands of people descending on the streets of the city of Buffalo, filling the first Niagara Center. Millions of dollars in economic impact where the hotels are filled and the bars and the restaurants are filled to come watch this extraordinary sport. These are world-class athletes that we are going to be showcasing right here in the heart of the city of Buffalo tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to the fights all night long. I'm looking forward to the celebration of mixed martial arts here in the state of New York, here in the great city of Buffalo, and I'm looking forward to bringing UFC back in the future as well. So here's to a wonderful weekend for all of us. Thanks so much. Next, I'd like to introduce City Council Member Joel Ferraletto.
Thank you very much, Senator. It's such a pleasure to be here today with my partners in government, Senator Kennedy, Mayor Byron Brown, and President of UFC, Dana White. Less than 1 year ago, the New York State Legislature and our Governor, Andrew Cuomo, voted to allow mixed martial arts in New York State. And let me tell you, the economic impact has been huge. Tomorrow night, we're looking at a sold-out arena. The hotels are packed. The bars and restaurants will be packed all weekend. The economic impact will be in the millions of dollars for Buffalo. We're very appreciative that you picked Buffalo, and we hope you come here again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is really exciting for Buffalo, and as President and CEO of Visit Buffalo Niagara, this truly fits into our scope of work of bringing world-class sporting events to our destination. And so we're so excited about the opportunity to fill our hotels, fill our restaurants, bars, our breweries with the fantastic fans who are going to be in Buffalo this weekend. I'm hearing great things from our hotel community throughout the entire county. It's not just downtown who's sold out, but it is spilling out through the entire Erie County hotel population. And we're so excited about this opportunity to bring not only the event tomorrow night, but several more times as the Senator has finally convinced his colleagues in Albany to make sure that we can have this type of an event in Erie County and Buffalo and the rest of the state. This is just a fantastic opportunity. And clearly, I have a Shiner. They were trying to spar with me in the back, and I took the brunt of it, so I will not be going in the octagon tomorrow night. So there's good news there. So we're really excited. Thank you so much for bringing your fantastic event to the city.
So we're also pleased that we have been joined by Niagara Falls and West New York's own Rashad Evans, ranked number 10 in the world in mixed martial arts. So I want Dana and Rashad to come up. So we talked about the UFC coming back to Buffalo again and again. Dana, I am going to present you with a gift basket of Buffalo items. So when you're at home, when you're in your office, you won't forget to think about the friendly and warm reception you receive from the people of Buffalo. And finally, an official welcome letter from myself, the members of the City Council, and the members of the West New York State Legislative Delegation, just officially welcoming the UFC to the City of Buffalo. So now we will open up to any on-topic questions that you have for Rashad or for Dana. Well, I guess we are not doing on-topic questions.
Everyone, we're going to do one-off questions in a moment, okay?